Hey everyone, I recently upgraded my dashcam and I wanted to make a quick video on how you can basically install it for anyone that is a little bit unsure about what to do. Okay, so this was it's not actually a dashcam, this was like a sports camera, like basically a GoPro knockoff. And what I managed to do was I rigged up the action camera, because it does have a dashcam setting for a car mode, and it does the loop recording, so that way you've got some footage while you're driving as a bit of a backup in case anything happens. You've got some evidence behind you for peace of mind. Now really it's as simple as just using the suction cup, suctioning it onto the window, and you can just then once you plug in the power supply, the other end will just plug straight into your cigarette lighter. Now if you're like me and this cable running down in the middle of your vision while driving is going to be annoying, I'm going to be actually running the cable under and basically out of view all the way around the pillar, the trim, and getting it around under the glove box, and then all the way to the cigarette lighter here. And I'll show you guys how I'll be looking at doing that today. So we're going to move over to the A pillar here, and this does remove very easily. It just clips out, and that'll then allow us to run the cable up under the roof lining here, under the position of where the pillar is, and then actually run that cable down here. And so just to remove this pillar trim here, really all we need to do is just basically clip and pull it down in this direction, and as we can see, the trim just pulls out very easily, and you can pop that aside. And now I'm just going to very simply run this cable. Let's see if I can do it one-handed for the video. Run this cable and actually push it underneath the roof lining here, and then once I get to this point, to the corner, then I'll just very, very carefully pop some of the cable down under, along this pillar seal. Get this down all the way along the side, like so. And once we've got this all the way down to the bottom here, next we're going to basically just very easily slip this underneath this seal here, and that way it's out of sight, out of the elements as well. So guys, I'm just using my finger just to push this cable behind the seal here, like that. And once we get to a point that we're happy that it's now traveled all the way underneath to this point here, then we'll be able to take this under the glove box over. So I'll just pause here for a sec. So again, you can just, it's very, very malleable here, this seal. You're able to just pull that back and slip your cable underneath, like so. And let's get in from the bottom here. That will allow us to pop this top section in. Beautiful. So that's now nicely poked in behind the seal. Beautiful. Okay, from here guys, you'll be able to open your glove box and then actually run that cable along your glove box like this. And let's just get the rest of the cable. There we go. So now this will be completely flush and out of the way. I'm just going to run the cable along like that. Beautiful. And with the glove box shut like that, we're now able to run this cable along and tuck it out the way like that, under this side part of the center console, and that way again it's nice and clean and out of the way. I'm just again tucking this along like so. You can again open your glove box, perhaps adjust this a little bit, grab a little more excess, leave it over the back of your glove box like that. So that way you've got plenty of cable while you're opening and closing your glove box, that it's not going to be impinging here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab a little excess like that and just tuck it completely out of sight up here. Beautiful. And again, tucking some of the excess cable here we've still got quite a bit to play with. But now it's as simple as being able to just plug this straight into your cigarette lighter. Now I find if you're like me, you're always going to have one USB cable, you know, and a cigarette lighter plugged in for your phone. So I've got myself this double adapter. So this side plugs in that male end, and it comes out to two female ends. So I'll be able to just plug this in like that, and then we can get this holstered to the side, bolted to the side. I will be adjusting this so all my cables will be clean and out the way. But I just wanted to show you all that for your dash cam install. Some of this excess cable now, guys, you can cable tie together and actually tuck underneath so it's completely clean and out the way. Let's see if I can just do this very quickly, just for demonstration purposes, guys. Plugging in all this excess cable, not plugging in but also just tucking away everything that's not needed, and you can keep it all extra super clean like that. Beautiful, perfect. And just like that, every time that you turn your ignition on in your key barrel over there, that'll then send the power from the cigarette lighter to the cigarette charger of your dash cam. So there, of course, we've tucked our wires all the way across, up here, and going under the roof lining to the actual dash cam there. And don't forget, we can pop this one back, and very simple for that, guys. So what you want to do, guys, for your A-pillar trim is that's how it normally would sit. Down the bottom we can see these two shark fins. So what you do is you want to actually get those two shark fins to line up to those two female holes there, and that'll be like the anchor points. So you're gonna have to do this by sight, and I don't know if I can get this on camera, but try and start off by having the trim pillar sideways, almost like it's in parallel to the dash, and that'll start to give you that clearance for these to fall into those two holes there. I sometimes start off with that first one closest to us here, getting that one in place first. If I can get this on camera, but essentially that'll just allow you to have that foundation point in place like that. Once it's down, just give it a little bit of a test. Perfect. You're then able to pop in as one trim clip here and the other at the top, and you'll be able to see those two female positions, one there and the other there. You'll be able to clip those into place. So I just want to make sure this cable won't foul. Very good. And we've got our first bit lined up. One-handed is a little tricky. Yes, so we've got that first one in place there, guys. Beautiful. And what I'd suggest actually is grab this lining, have that loose down, pulled out, then you're able to clip all of this in like that. Then you're able to pop your lining back in like that. That is nice. Always difficult, guys, doing things one-handed, but there we go, all in place, nice and clean. Very good. And as simple as that, you've got a dash cam. You'll always need a memory card for these dash cams, and they'll be able to loop record as soon as the memory card's full. They'll start to re-loop the video. But as simple as that, guys. Not a lot involved, as I mentioned. This was just a bit of a video just showing how I've tucked all this excess cable away, and it's all nice and clean, and you can't see anything. There's no evidence of the cable until you open your glove box. But I'll show you guys in a future video what I'll do to keep this extra clean, and that even this cable routed differently. But for now, that gets us going. I'll just show you guys what the dash cam does when the ignition's turned on. So now every time I pop the key in and turn to the accessories position, we'll be able to see the dash cam come to life. Welcome. As always, on this channel we flick something for luck, so today let's flick our dash cam for luck. Beautiful. Guys, thanks for checking in. I hope this video helps you guys in the future. What I'll do is just tuck this cable like that, and that way when driving, you're not really seeing too much cable and too much camera. Beautiful. Thanks guys, catch you guys on the next video.